I finished this book last night. It was so amazing. Eyes Wide Open by Ted Dekker. This book is about a girl named Christy Snow. She's 17 years old, and her friend Austin. Austin has discovered this like abandoned storage room that is connected to a hospital, and there are a lot of old, just sort of older hospital equipment and things like that. And he's very intellectual and he's very curious about things. He loves to read books and learn things, and so he just sort of hangs out from time to time and explores this storage room. A little strange? Yes. Christy is hanging out with him one night, and as the book begins, she discovers that the night they were hanging out there, she lost a very much loved locket that she owns, and so the next day she goes back to retrieve the locket by herself. Not a good idea. So she winds up getting trapped in this room. There's no way of escape. She is in a very confined space. She's trapped. She doesn't know what to do. She's alone. No one really knows that she's there. Thankfully, she has her cell phone. The battery, of course, is low. She is able to get in contact with Austin for very briefly. She leaves him a voicemail, but the voicemail is cut off. He does get Christy's voicemail finally, but he's about an hour away from her, and so it will take him, like forever to get to her. And as you're reading, you don't know if she's even going to survive the first few chapters of the book. She winds up breaking out of the confined space that she's in, and it leads her to a roller room. She figures that she can just sort of go through the hospital and out the front door, and her troubles will be over. Once she gets inside the hospital, she realizes that this isn't an ordinary hospital. As Christy is meandering through the hospital, she encounters doctors, nurses, people who work there, and of course they are questioning, why is she there? How did she get there? There's certain protocol that they have to do in case a patient has tried to escape. So they begin to question Christy if she is a patient at this psychiatric hospital. She's freaking out. I was freaking out. I was like, why won't these people just let her go? But they wouldn't. She had no ID on her, nothing to prove she was who she was. Austin tries to come to her rescue. He comes to the hospital. He realizes and begins to figure out where she was and what she was doing. He finds himself in the hospital as well, where he encounters a lot of trouble. So these two characters basically get, pretty much admitted to this hospital. They have no, proof of who they are, where they came from. They cannot contact anyone out in the outside world apart from this hospital. So it's mind-blowing. And as I was reading, I began to, as the doctors were talking to them and questioning them about, their lives and who they were, they and I began to question, can I even believe these narrators, the narrator of this story? I don't know if she is who she says she is. I don't know if are the doctors right? Is she crazy? Am I crazy? I mean, it's really deep, really like crazy, wild ride of a book, and I loved it. The ending, I just wanted to stand up and cheer. There are so many wonderful themes in this book that go deeper than just a suspenseful story. Themes of identity, of self-worth, and it's just such a wonderful, awesome, crazy book. I love it. I highly recommend it. If you're looking for something different and exciting to read that is, just really get you thinking, then totally check out Eyes Wide Open by Ted Dekker.